All right, ladies and gents. Bit of an interesting one here. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to put this all together later. But basically, we had these 8 players with the same exact colors, with the same exact civilizations, on a very different map just moments ago. Diplo developed. There were friendships. There were people that were torn apart. There was all types of things that happened. And then one player died, and they all somehow won. Like the other 7. It was weird. Oh, man. Big ballista shots. We didn't get our demo, but we got our ballista. And down. Huh? Huh? So, they come into this having played part of a game. And in that game, Gray was seen as the bully. Okay? Now, Gray had attacked Purple, which is hilarious. Because they're now right next to each other. So, Gray had not only been attacking Purple, but Red, who's also next to Gray, was kind of talking a lot about how Gray maybe was too strong for people, all right? But let's do the actual introduction, all right? And then we can kind of tie some of those things together over time. In the red, very chatty individual, we have Tamara Robinson. In the gray, we have Desvolt, who again, should be quite strong here. Showed, at least in the part of the game we played, to be a very strong player. In the purple, we have Kujetabal playing as the Khmer. And who now says, I'm next to Gray, ... In the yellow, we have Borat's Scottish cousin. Now, Borat's Scottish cousin had attacked Teal and killed Teal, which is what prompted the game to bug. They're actually far apart from each other now. But anyways, playing as the Malians. In the blue, we have Fiery Flame. The Fiery Flame playing as the Vikings. In the green, we've got TB, who's playing as the Mongols. In the orange, we've got Hira, who's playing as the Turks. And then, in the teal, last but not least, we have Owned by Bazooka, who was owned by Yellow. And then, our game is obviously reset. So, Teal currently trying to bring in some boars. They've started with palisade walls here. Uh-oh. Oh, God. Oh, God. Save it. Oh, Owned by Bazooka's so finished right now. Owned by Bazooka's so done with this crap. Just gonna use the scout to bring in the boar. Where are you going, buddy? Oh, jeez. Oh, God. The scout's gonna die. Oh, God. Where's the boar going? Oh, God. Oh, thank God the scout survived. Jeez. Yeah, other aspects of the map, they start with the castle, obviously, that's pretty standard. Again, this is Exploding King, so if a king dies, there'll be explosions. Solid amount of stone and gold in each base. Outside, plenty of wood on this map. And it will be rather awkward for the trade due to the wood in the cliffs I'm seeing. Purple still hates Gray and is letting the rest of the squad know. Purple says, haha, stole his pigs. And Red says, let's ruin his life. Oh my God. For context, by the way, Gray wasn't really that mean, but in the previous generation, there was a relic in each base, and Gray took a relic out of 2 people's bases. And then Red heard about it, and Red told people about it, and then people were not happy about it. And then Gray started to attack Purple, and then it was this whole thing. So, yeah. Yeah, Red's a very chatty individual, and that's an escalation if I've ever seen it. But a couple pigs stolen, and they just don't like Gray. That's just what it is. They do not like Gray, and that stems from the previous game. So we'll see what that means. Elsewhere, someone said there's a flying cat on the map. I didn't see a flying cat. There is a flying dog that was part of some of the old scenarios. Another player's forgotten a villager. Yes. So that could be a Deadville. Ooh, trying to save it. Trying to save it. Ooh, big plays. Okay. Well, listen, the number one thing I hope to bring to you with my content is relatability, all right? And so thank you, Borat's Scottish cousin, for showing that you know what the pros can do, but not that you can execute on the pros move. Now, the yellow's definitely going to pay attention to this one, just in the off chance I'm looking. And this one should be completely fine. Oh, God. Okay. Now, you got to open the gate. Then fire. Now run. Okay, looking good. Looking good. Everything should be fine. I wanted to point out the monkeys because this has happened before with Hyper Random, and we're doing Hyper Random a lot. So the monkeys that are here are probably smoke monkeys. Okay, so smoke monkeys look like Furious the Monkey Boy, which is one of my favorite all-time cheat codes. It does have 5,000 attack, but they don't attack you unless you attack it. So obviously don't attack the smoke monkeys, but they only defend themselves. They shouldn't be a problem unless you wanted to kill them for some reason. Purple is even attacking the scout. There it is. There's the dog, guys. There it is. That's the Stormy dog. Which, by the way, does anyone know the history of this? I don't have it all memorized, but I have the basics down. I should actually make a video about the Stormy dog. Shoot. Okay, Hardy. We're going to make a video about the Stormy dog, okay? Please remind me. Thank you. So, this was in the base game. And this was in dedication to one of the developers' dogs, which I thought was pretty cool. And there's a little bit more detail on that. I forget if it was their dog that had passed while in development of the game, or exactly what it was. But I thought that was a really nice touch, and someone had given me a link in one of the YouTube comments about it. So, everyone's friends, okay, except for these two, purple and gray. And I remember orange and green were buddies last time. We'll see if the alliances are the same as they were. And TB and orange looking to get a gang going, looking to be friends with somebody. Yeah, I think, and again, we'll have to double check this. I think what it was the dog was adopted, and so the dog was young. And I think then someone had given me a post, obviously years later, because this game was developed late 90s, early 2000s. The dog had since passed, so. Hi, T90. Of course I'm surrounded. Now I can fight in any direction. Gray is speaking to me. Obviously knowing that I would have given all this context. And Red says, let's get pincer move and get this whole top side for trade. Yeah, so like this actually kind of helps Gray because Gray wanted to be aggressive anyways. And Gray is two people that clearly were not really very pro-Gray. Red accidentally spilt the beans and accidentally said out loud right before that previous game ended something that was directed towards purple about Gray. And Gray saw it, so. And people seem to be realizing the Stormy dog is there. But yes, to those that have come back to the stream and it's a very different game with the same players, it is because the previous game had a problem. That's the way to... that is the best way to simplify the situation here. Market's coming up already. The players might be thinking about trade. I also see a red villager headed this way. Won't be able to fit a market in that corner, but could always fit a market here. Smoke That Green says what happened to the island game. Smoke That Green literally just explained it, but I'll extend you the courtesy of explaining it again and say the previous one had issues. So we come in, we're doing the same thing, same sifs. Chat, help me out on that. Because people come and go throughout the day. And, ooh, Red talking to Gray says, yo, matey, still doing the tough guy thing, question mark. Or are you gonna let me keep my relic? And then Gray says, you still doing the rat thing, which is interesting because at one point, Red had called Gray a rat, but I don't know if Gray saw that because I don't know how much I had casted before they came back. There was delays, this whole thing. Gray could be saying that because Red ratted and worked with the other people when Gray thought they were friends. And now Red goes to the other people and is like, lol, Gray hates me. I'm preparing for a snipe. And Purple's going to castle drop Gray. So it's war. And this is all context. that was needed. And I'm not sure, maybe for YouTube later on we can show some of the previous game, but there was some chatter for sure. I forget what was said in the previous game, but I immediately thought that's a great YouTube title, and so we won't have that to work with potentially. But yes, it's very personal, right? Because how often do you have a second chance to relive life, right? You don't. What? What? You can eat the Jags? Dang, that's interesting. That is not normal. That's a hyper random thing. 13 food picked up here. Kill the Jags that attacked you and then take the food back home. That's actually not what Teal wants, though. Because Teal is walking home when Teal wants to build the market. So the villagers default as a food villager so they don't complete their task? That sucks. Yeah, hyper random does allow this. I remember there actually was a old map called it was called like Jungle Animals, but we ended up calling it Dave's Funhouse. Dave like renamed it. He stole it basically, but I don't know who created Jungle Animals. No one ever complained. And Dave's Funhouse, there were a lot of Jags, and you could always eat them too. I think that was it. There was also another one that was like Gold Rush-esque that had a lot of Jags. It's been a bit since we've done Dave's Funhouse. Blue goes to yellow, says want to be friends. Yellow says sure. And red is just rooting on purple to kill gray. Just like cheering for this guy. There's idle time for gray. But like, the knight push and the Mangonel push is not really going to kill the king. I think gray could potentially make longbows to defend from this. But this will set gray back, right? This will delay gray. There's the first trade cart already from orange. And are the villagers continuing to eat the... Yep, they're continuing to eat the Jags. So owned by Bazooka is going to be like, why have I not built that market yet? Orange asking green about blue and yellow and how talkative they are. They really need to speak to blue and yellow. You got to have that conversation because you got to trade in blue's corner, right? If you're orange and green. Monks there, had they converted the knights, knights could have killed the Mangonels. And TB says, blue hasn't said a single word. I asked him last game, totally radio silence, or I missed it. But blue is speaking to yellow, but no one else. So, yeah. Yellow says, guys, blue is joining us. Strong team. Okay, so yellow is looping in everyone. Including purple. So purple's kind of friends with everyone except for gray, obviously. Red is just fully supportive right now. Red is sitting at 44 eco. Not the lowest. You've got orange at 38. But as I always say, if you're a weaker player, you should chat. Talk to people. Work with people. Do you see that? Market has completed now. Well done from owned by Bazooka finally. And oh god, not again. Where do they keep coming from? Do they respawn? How did one get here? Wonder if they respawn when units die. I don't know. That's weird. Remind me to pay attention to that. But I don't see how one could have gotten there. Orange is trading through... what? Orange is trading through the battlefield? How? Oh god, again, another Jag. I'm very confused by this. The amount of times this is happening. It's like they're appearing somewhere. Something's going on. Oh, Gray trying to build a castle! What did Red say? Let's make him hate his life or something? It was very aggressive. And that's a doubt castle so far, 41%. And, you know, Gray's a solid player, but he's going to need a little bit more. I would like to see maybe a couple knights from Gray to maybe snipe the siege, and boom! Big losses! And this is really going to mean trouble here for Gray. Just because, even if Gray doesn't fully die to this push, it's slowing Gray down when there's other people who are enemies. Castle is at 50%. Maybe Gray could complete it. Red's going to castle drop from the other side. Wow. So it is a Das Volt sandwich here. But castle will go up. And I'm not sure why purple backed away there, but that certainly is not going to help. And I think gray could be okay. Has to be careful with the longbows. Castle goes up. Shoots 1, 2 of the mangoes. And gray comes out on top. Gray sitting at 65 vills. Purple sitting at 61, but gray defended with 2 castles. Red says, beautiful stuff, Perp. And purple says, can you guys help soon? Get him out of here. And red says, coming now. Red's fast imping? What? Dang, I mean... Yeah, it's true. Gray said... I didn't realize Gray was an imp. Gray said it's a war game in the previous game and was asking people where they were. And people came this time, but I think they might regret it. Purple's gonna lose this castle. Red's gonna lose this castle. And gray might kill both of them. We'll see if there's any support from Owned by Bazooka. Or maybe yellow. I'm not sure if I'd want to get involved if I were the other players. This is too much, way too much smoke for this early on in a game, you know? But, you know, green was the player who was supportive of purple in the prior game, but green's on the other side. I think you just kind of gotta say sorry and not get involved here. Okay, Jag, by the way, is at 10 food. I want to see if this respawns. I'm confused. Probably not, but I need to know. It's been living in my brain. Wait for it. No, it's just gone. Okay, I'm not sure what happened then. So, you know, forward castle from Tamra, but Tamra does not have army. And as the Stormy Dog flies by with his tail hanging out, or his tongue hanging out. I thought I saw a tongue. Anyways, there it goes. It's pretty wild. You know, seems pretty desperate stuff right now for Tamra. Tamra all positive. Says keep pushing this guy. But, I mean, this is going to be really difficult, I feel. But purple is in reboom mode. Maybe purple will be able to help in some time. Yellow's going to drop a castle here. Maybe yellow will support as well. I'm still not sure gray has a lot of support right now. Orange goes to Teal. Says, hey, Teal, I'll watch your flank if you want to watch mine, question mark. All right. You've been pretty talkative, and I like you, smiley face. Great Diplo here. That is a beautiful Diplo. How many people would feel happy if those words were spoken to them in a game? I think everybody. Bazooka says yes. Ironically not being very chatty back. And purple says, let's go yellow. Trying to get yellow involved. And the pain train is coming to Tamra. Now, Tamra will not hesitate about using a king on somebody in an Exploding King game, I'm sure. But Tamra would have wanted to chat a little bit more. Tamra likes to chat. I'm not sure yellow... Like, why help? Is that mean of me? They do still see gray as a threat, right? And they remember all that stuff from the previous game. Tamra said he's coming for me. As purple can't help yet. And purple and red, buddy, but not able to take the big bad Das Volt here. And gray spoke with intent in the prior game. Got put in a sandwich here, but has played super well so far. Still not one of my favorites to win, simply because, like, all three of these players are weakened now because of this early conflict compared to the others, but still. Look at all the blinking areas on the minimap. Those are all Jags that are, like, dead. You see the blinks? See this? You got this. Super weird how it does that. Anyways, longbows, the unit of choice here from gray. Gray could keep pushing. Red says, come on, Alliance. This is getting stressful. And, yeah, there's just no way that Tamra can do it alone. And purple is pretty strong player, though. Purple's in the Imperial Age. And then yellow's going to be over here as well. I don't know why it blinks. Blam Blam says purple/red are spineless cowards. You think so? Blim Blam, did you see the previous game with the water? I'm just curious. Your opinion's your opinion. That's all good. I'm curious if you have the context. I think like all three of these players knew based on what happened in the prior game that this was going to happen. I didn't, only based on this game. Okay, fair. Yeah. That's why I explained the context. Gray would have straight up gone for them as well. So they just had history. Gray was attacking purple in the previous game. Red snitched publicly and Gray caught it. And we are here now because of it. Yellow definitely wants to support in some way. Is going to be going for champions with Malians. That's actually really good against longbows. And so the same thing I was feeling about Gray before our game ended prematurely is what I'm starting to think now, that Gray's going to have too many people against him. And that's going to be a problem. Purple's here with Hussars and Trebs. Yellow's here with champions. Everyone is going against Gray. Gray said it's a war game to everyone else in the prior game. Said, hey, why aren't we fighting? And certainly got the fighting here. And this is looking much worse than it was at the point where the game dropped for Gray. Because the other players have had time. Chat settings. Just make sure you're not sending chats to the wrong guy. Teal says thanks, but you're included. All good. And Gray says, you too, Yellow? And I thought you were a nice neighbor. They were neighbors in the previous game. Not a pain, bleep, 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 says Gray. Now, it's kind of hard to chat properly while also being attacked by 3 separate people here. And also, Gray has forgotten to turn Yellow to enemy in this moment. And okay, turns on him, but Malian champions have really high armor, which is really good against archers. And even Teal is here. Everyone is here on Gray. Okay, so Gray called Red a rat earlier. And Tamra, I don't know how long it took Tamra to save this. But Tamra goes, RAT equals righteous attacking team. Okay. They've got a name. The righteous attacking team is here. Oh no, it sounds like a really crappy comic. And oh my god, Gray says it takes many rats to kill a tiger, but you're still a rat. Whoa! When did people get so savage? Holy crap! Dang! Man, I mean, with the context prior to this and the back and forth, it's been amazing, but Gray's done. And that's the craziest final words I think I've seen from somebody in a game. And listen, understandable in many ways that they would have picked on Gray if you didn't get the earlier context. Gray was being aggressive and took some relics from people. But what a way to go out if you're Gray. There was no way that Gray would ever have a chance here. And the explosion happens because it is Exploding Kings. And now Green makes a move on Blue. Remember, Blue wasn't being very chatty with Green. That was something they discussed. And the King from Blue is running. Now, Blue, if you run near your ally Yellow and then you die, Yellow could be in big trouble. And Mongols are really hard to stop for the Vikings, and Blue just never expected this, and Blue is dead. So 2 people die, just like that. And obviously explosion will happen, and Fiery Flame does Volt out of the game. And maybe Blue just wasn't chatty enough with Green. But, you know, things all happen there very quickly. And I'm not really sure what to say about that one, Blue. Except for maybe should have seen it coming. Blue is demolished as well. F to pay respects, please. We have the emote as well. I really like the emote. Thank you, thank you. All right. So, what chatter did I miss here? So now that I have free time, who are the allies? Says Purple. Red says, time to start playing spicy stuff. Cool, they witnessed that. Orange is the only one left that isn't my mate. Ooh. Interesting. Teal mentions that Green sniped Blue. Red says good stuff. And then Orange says Blue didn't talk. Yeah, that was... Orange and Green had a discussion earlier about how Blue didn't talk to them. So, you know, Gray obviously, like, different circumstances, had to set up to go kill because of the prior game and being in the middle of the two people who hated him most. Blue, I guess that one's just a Diplo thing. But, like, everyone can't be friends. So I feel like, obviously, red and purple are together forever. Yellow helped, so I feel like they're a squad. I'm not so sure about teal and red. I feel like this could be vulnerable. But owned by Bazooka might not want to snipe a really weak player. Teal must have feud against the snipe last round. Oh, true. Oh, we forgot that the kill that ended up prompting the game to bug was yellow on teal. Okay, so that would make sense. Yellow's not included in any of teal's discussions. It's red and orange. I feel like, I mean, with how good TB's score is looking right now, and TB being Mongols, that whoever green is with is a really big factor here. Purple says, better to be a rat that is alive than a dead tiger. I'm feasting on some remains. What a quote, dude. The fact that Gray came back with that right before death was so well done, I have to say. Holy crap, I still can't get over that. Purple took 15 minutes. No offense, Purple, but, like, you know, the moment has passed. That's like, after an argument, you, like, come back with a comeback and it doesn't land, and then, like, at night, you're like, oh, shoot, I should have said that. Dang. Like, as a streamer, when I make jokes, or, like, you know, like, there's a big moment in a game, later on, it'll dawn on me, oh, I wish I would have said it this way instead. Yellow want to take out green, question mark. Wow, owned by Bazooka is just going to let bygones be bygones and try and team with the player that killed him in the prior game? Did cross my mind, TBH, says Yellow. Huh. Well, you know, green's top score, yellow and teal are number 2 and 3, and Mongols probably one of the best Diplo civs in the game. Teal says he is encroaching on me. And they think we have a feud. Yeah, so yellow's being pretty chill with teal now. So they might have something going on here. Hopefully teal doesn't see it. See what? XD just realized how many trees there are, and orange says, struck gold on that. I just got wood and gold. Hopefully teal doesn't see it. So orange doesn't really like teal. Orange is definitely opting more to be with TB. All right, folks. Well, it feels like an entirely different game now that 2 players are out. Gray and Blue learns 2 very different but very hard lessons about community games. Blue, you've got to chat to people, because they were chatting about you not chatting. And Gray, well, if you kill people and are aggressive against people, and then the game has to restart, they're not going to like you very much. So, yeah. But, you know, Poles, they have very cheap cav, but their cav's not really the strongest. That gold income can produce a lot of Cavalier. Look at Green's setup here. TB's a really good player. Going to turn, says Teal. Now, I'd prefer this be coordinated, right? Say, when are we doing it? Are you ready? Go. Like, instead of just, I'm going to turn. I feel like orange is to green at what red is to purple. Like a weaker, snitchy type of teammate who will look out for you and talk smack for you and protect you. Like, look at orange right now, letting green know, hey, watch out. Watch out for that cav near your siege. Really talking here. And Teal says, you take the snipe, I'll distract. And Yellow says, I presume his king is in one of those towers. Meanwhile, Red reaches out to Green. Now Tamara Robinson, bottom score here, still below a player who died, and is trying to be buddy-buddy here with everybody. That's part of the tactic. It's me, Hawkeye. Thanks for the 4 months, by the way, and the salutes, Big Gum. Tiny Pecker, thank you very much for the 2 months. Rule Man, Lightsaber, welcome back. I'm missing some of these messages are talking about some other things now. Thank you, Tundra Blitz, for the 19. And all right, we have the double turn. Double turn here on green. And they're correct, by the way. Green's got the towers back here. So this attack is going to force green's hand, but it is not going to snipe green. We've got onagers from green on blue. That's not very important. Blue is dead. Green coming forward with the Mangudai. And turns on teal and turns on yellow. Sorry, green, green. Sorry, green, seen green run through my base, lol. Okay, so yellow is saying this to green. Wait. Wait. Did yellow... Okay, yellow turns on green. Green turns in response, and then yellow backs out and allies again and says, sorry, I saw something in my base. Yellow's not following through. And teal doesn't know this. And then green apologizes too. Yellow and green are still friends. So Bazooka's out here thinking it's going to be a team effort, and that's not the case at all. Also, what an amazing spot for those Mangudai. That's the way to do it. And now orange goes to green and says, need a hand. Purple says, so we're all on teal now. And basically owned by Bazooka's out here on an island with no support. And is probably so focused on this, doesn't realize that yellow has just kind of tricked him here. And honestly, I think what yellow's doing is smart, as brutal as it is. And purple says, I had my moment of drama. And yellow is asking, where is his king? About teal. So, you know, we question if teal and yellow are going to be friends. Teal didn't seem to be that butthurt about what happened before, but clearly yellow doesn't want to team with teal here. But look at orange talking about green. Guys, the green garrison castle might be a decoy. I'm seeing 4 towers sitting near green's base with garrisons. Lots of chatter here from orange. And yes, the king is in one of those towers. I feel like Hira and Tamra are the same person. Except Tamra's maybe a little bit more aggressive with the wording. Like, let's ruin his life earlier is not something I would have expected from Hira, but... Okay. Yellow researches treason. Which is a bit weird, because yellow's allied with everyone. So it shouldn't show anything. Yellow says to teal... They're all going for you. I will try to snipe. Don't know if I can believe that or not. Teal says I'm fighting green to red and yellow and orange. They're making moves. Purple's here, I assume, to help against teal. I don't know if yellow's actually going to make a move against anyone here. I think yellow's just full of it. And is happy to see this play out as it is. But yellow is contributing to future teal struggles. Oh my god, no way, Hira. You're gonna go for top score right now? Hira says this will either work or go hilariously wrong. Just moments ago, Orange was talking about this, guys. Purple says... As an honor of our friendship, I'm going to place 1 farmer in each base, if okay. If not, say so. Purple's Khmer, and Purple's going to put a farmer in each base to signify their alliance. Is like, you know, marrying off each of his daughters here? Is that like the Age of Empires equivalent? The green says, I'm so bad at multitasking. Orange says, lol, same. I mean, green is, to be fair, doing a lot of actions here. And teal is a little pissed. Teal's like, guys, fight. Like, I thought we had a team. Gray called them rats. And would you guys say this is pretty ratty right now? Teal would say so. And teal didn't really rally the troops that well. mainly had a discussion with yellow, so, like, expecting the others to fight right now is maybe a little odd, but no one wants to fight. Again, Gray said in the other game that dropped, like, listen, this is a war game. But, you know, players aren't ready yet. And Purple says, so we're all going to pounce on Teal. Yeah. Hey, Green, watch out for Perp, says Orange. I'm still very torn. They might be eyeing the competition. I'm still very torn on what Orange is going to do. Orange is, like, I think waiting for the moment, and it might not be for a while, to go for Green after gaining Green's trust. Sorry, but... let's look for the farmers. Okay, so there's the one farmer. There's the other farmer. Is there a farmer in... well, Blue's dead. And I guess Purple hasn't sent one to Green. I don't see one in Purple either. Casual Vibes, thanks for the Prime. Dakota, thank you very much for the 4. Thank you, Lesney, for the 5. It's been awesome, guys. Just over a month back on Twitch. It's been fun. Energy from chat is good. Community games have been as good as always. Why no Trebs from Green? Great question. Great question. Like, Green's not pushing back. It's very stalematey here. But apparently Orange is going to make a move against Teal. And this will be the first time that someone actually supports Green as well. As everyone's been very happy to be a spectator here. What's up, Fleecy? Welcome. Red just says nice camels to Orange. And here we go. Okay, so camel attack. The king is in this castle. We've got Trebs on the way from Orange, who I think isn't going for that castle, is maybe going for some of the economic buildings with the Trebs. This now means that Teal is distracted, which means if Green had any siege, Green could push, but Green does not have the pop space to make those Trebs. And owned by Bazooka is upset and is asking Orange why. And Red is calling Orange rude right now, which if I know Orange will make Orange feel bad. Is Orange going to back off here? I don't really know Orange that well. By the way, Orange is trading through here, so I don't know if that's the wisest. Purple's going to make a move as well. And okay, everyone is on Teal now. So, do we have another rat versus tiger situation here? I don't know. But Tamra says to Teal, Orange dies next. What a statement. Here comes some support. Cav Archer's on the way. And Teal turns on Red. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's your only support system. But the world has let Bazooka down. And Teal thinks that Red Army is coming here to attack. I think Red was actually here to help. And Teal's king is going to have to be on the move here. And Red says, wait, I'm coming to help you. I'm good, lols. As the camels are being attacked by Orange. Because Orange maybe senses that these things are here to help. So, disaster for Red and Teal right now. And the king from Teal is on the move. And listen, if you're going to go after somebody in Exploding Kings, you best know that when they know they're going down, they're going to try and get their king to your base. So let's see how far Teal can make it. Could make it pretty close to Orange, but probably not in the main eco. There is an army that could maybe support, but this is walled up. Ooh, oh, shoot, oh, shoot, oh, shoot, oh, shoot, dead. What? How is that king still alive? Yellow's got some Gabetto here, and Green pointed out and says this is very suspicious. The king for Teal is still alive right now, and it's healing back up. It will heal over time. Red says sorry to Teal. Teal feels let down, possibly. King's still alive, but that's not open. Teal said, if you're gonna do it, Yellow, now's the time. Watch out. And this was... Wait, did Teal say that? And who did Teal say that to? Teal said that to some of the enemies! Orange is snitching! Orange is snitching! That explains why Green probably noticed it. And the Gabetto have left. The king is still moving here from Teal. And this wall was built by Teal. And Teal just researched treason. Yo! This is actually doable! treason was researched again. No way. Castle, 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 castle. Problem, problem. Dead king. Okay. King goes down. This will damage orange significantly, and green's eco as well. Well played from Owned by Bazooka, because life was hard, right? So this is the way to do it. Explosion will happen soon. Looks like orange might have noticed this is here, but the king should be safe. The king is down here. I'll zoom out for you. But at least you're taking someone out with you, at least damaging their eco. Yellow was a little sneaky there. I still feel like if you were to ask Yellow, that Yellow was actually on board with being friends with Teal. But, oh my god, it deleted part of the wall. Oh, that was so close! The explosion deleted part of the wall. Anyways, I feel like Yellow's way of helping was to go after Green's king instead of fighting the actual army. But, like, man. I mean, I didn't realize those walls went down. If things went a little bit differently, Yellow could have been in. Green says, Yellow trying to kill me, 11. And Yellow says, no, not at all. Just making sure you're safe. Oh, that's funny. And then Orange feels bad. And I guess now it just seems natural that Yellow and Green are going to fight. So there we go. T90 Bro's in chat. What's up, bro? Salutes in chat for T90 Bro. Wants me to play some Astroneer. I will definitely play some Astroneer. I don't know if I'll stream it. Chat will probably want me to stream it, but I'll play. Make it happen. Respect the loyalty, says Red. I mean, who's Red talking to here? Oh, Purple. My good allies of last game, I feel mixed about helping with a quarrel between Green and Yellow. Okay, got it. Look at the production buildings here from Purple, though. My goodness. Tamara says, do we start with deleting Orange? He turned on me. And then Yellow also tried to snipe Green. It does feel like Green and Orange are the odd two out right now. Right? Because Purple and Red are friends forever, right? Yellow seems included in that because they had all helped against Gray. So with 5 people left, especially with Green being top scorer, I think that those two are the biggest threats. But, like, I don't know if they sense that. Green says I'm going for Yellow, don't mind if it's a 1v1, TBH. Like, you know, Green's letting Red know all this stuff, so I don't know. Don't worry, guys. I'll invite T90 Bro to the next 24 hour. It'll be next year, though, at some point, so... Yeah, I miss you too, dude. I'm not going to get to see my brother this Christmas because he's going to be traveling, so it won't be the same without you, bro, but I'll be up there before you know it. It's a long way to travel for Red to get to Orange. But Orange doesn't have a ton of resistance there at the moment. Purple needs to help Yellow or Yellow's dead, though. Orange says, my base is a bit flat, but if you guys want easy trade, I've got the south corner. Now, this is to everybody. Pretty much. That is to everybody, right? Or am I wrong on that? There's only 5 players remaining now. Eugene, thank you for the 2 months. Alright, so story time, guys. So, can we use the T90 Bro emote for a sec, chat? So my did I say T90 Bro? I meant T90 Creep. Sorry. So my brother showed our nephew the T90 Creep emote and told him to do the creep face. And apparently he thinks it's funny and has done that many times. And then so when I was home last with the family, my brother tells my nephew, like, hey, you know, show your uncle the creep face. And he was too shy to do it. But I already saw the clip, and it is uncanny how similar it is. It's freaky. Can you imagine? He's probably telling all his friends at school, oh, look at my uncle's creep face. That's so weird. Ah, God. Oh, my uncle talks about this game. This 23-year-old, 3 years old, he does this face. Probably with no additional explanation. I'm the creepy uncle now because of the creepy emote. What is that? Anyways, green continues to push. And yellow still has some big problems here. And yellow, I don't know if this is intentional. But yellow is out of the base here. And does anyone else feel really bad for yellow now? This is the same thing. It's like teal didn't have any real support until it was too late. Yellow's not getting any real support until it's too late. I think yellow's just going to YOLO this here. Yellow did try and snipe green. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. There's a difference here. Yellow's kind of getting what is deserved here. And purple and red still buddy-buddy. And they're going to try their best to work together here. But they're talking about orange. I see red's made some movement. Green is going to be really hard to kill. But yellow does know where that king is. And if yellow could get... So I would like to see yellow use gold to research treason, ideally. I don't know if the gold is there. Without exploding kings, this would not be a thing, right? This is why we do it. I think if your king were to die here, it would kill this tower. But that is like on the border. That is on the edge. Now, if the king runs further this way, I think it'd be a little bit closer. Oh man, this is so difficult. I think yellow is going to keep running this way and could run into that castle. But like, even the lumber camp's forcing the king that way. Oh geez. And you've got to know where that king is when you do this, yellow. Red is making a move. Purple's here too. They're going to go for orange. Orange and green should be gone soon. But yellow's just giving this up. There's no way, in all fairness, yellow could do this alone. Not against this type of army. This is gonna be so close. What do you guys think? If that king dies there, does it kill the king from green? I think it's on the tile. I think we might even have a weird instance where if the rally point to the tower is set the right way, that the tower goes down, but the king doesn't die. That's super close. I wish I had like a range when I selected the king. Big fight here. Not really. Looks like purple's dying to orange here. Purple and red are going to work together, make their way towards orange at the moment. I don't know if orange can stop that. Orange says, in a critical moment in this game, till the end, green, only to himself. And that's because earlier tried to talk to me. Earlier, I didn't say, sorry for these awful walls, T90, 5 minutes ago. And everything since... Orange is not saying to the ally. Was it worth it, Orange? We'll see. The king still sits there right next to Green's walls. I mean, eventually, Green should be researching treason here to find out where the king is and might come to the conclusion where it is. Don't ask me why, but Tamara Robinson is currently attacking units of a defeated player, but probably just collected the units here. Green did just research treason. Now, will green notice that? There's a ram from yellow! There's a ram from yellow! That ram is going to try and break through so the king can get as close as possible. Orange says in the mirror, red coming for me, I'll keep camels with you. And actually, yellow did notice that with treason. Got the ping, sees the king, and is fleeing to the left side now, so that a king dying there obviously would not do it. Look at yellow, though. Still stacking castles and whatever. Now, ballistas can take out trees, but it's a big map here. It's going to take some time. Red's obviously got to get here. Red has sent some CA this way. Orange found them. And more walls. We actually have repairs, and this is going to be the end for yellow. Mangudai are going to do it. And the Mangudai have to flee now. And yellow is a good attempt. I think, you know, hindsight being 2020, it would have maybe made more sense for yellow to just get next to the wall and delete it. But yellow didn't want to be, you know, too far away from it and have it not work. So yellow wanted the sure thing. And it gave green time to do the right thing, research treason and whatever else. So, explosion happens. So that's the radius. I mean, the king died further away. I think that would have killed green. And green now is in this tower. Ballista elephants aren't that far away. Red and purple working together here. But now green isn't distracted by yellow's existence. And so green could, in theory, come and support here. Now, I think Janissaries get completely shredded by ballista elephants. This should be really satisfying to watch. All these dudes are going to get flattened. Woo! Yeah, man. Did you see a single elephant die there? Holy crap. Cav archers as well. I mean, in all fairness, ballista elephant's just an insane unit. And green now turns on purple, turns on red. This is a 2v2. And red and purple were friends from the very start. They bonded through their hatred of gray. And here we have it, folks. That is a lot of Mangudai, though. Oh, my goodness. Elite Mangudai, one of the best units in the game. We'll see if orange can keep this king in this TC. Red just researched treason, I think. Red's looking for it. And a little bit of Diplo here from red. It says, yo, TB, is orange your guy? I mean, green should never turn against orange at this point because of proximity. And dude, ballista elephants are nuts. Look at that. That's against the Elite Mangudai. Anyways, we'll see. I mean, if this push can continue, if green's Mangudai can't stop this, then red could die. Orange could die, rather. Sorry. And not a good time for Diplo. Purple's got to come from a long way away, though. These castles are already accumulating kills, sorry. I don't know if orange will be able to recover from this. Orange doesn't have a lot of eco here. And orange continues to think that these messages are going to somebody, but it's not. But at least we see them. And orange says, you know that last mission of Halo Reach. So I'm a big Halo guy. I actually never played the Halo Reach missions, though. I was more of a Halo 1, Halo 2 guy. Halo 2 is one of my favorite games ever. One of my favorite campaigns ever. I'm going to assume it is a somewhat suicidal mission. Or is it survival? They all die in the end. You fight until you die. Got it. Okay, well. Orange says, it cracks me up. I love how Orange is saying all these things, being so epic, and nobody else is seeing nobody else is seeing it. I was a lost cause, brother. Do what you can. It's like some guy delirious in the wilderness thinking he has a friend by his side because he hasn't had a glass of water or a sip of water in 4 days. He's envisioning a friend. Oh. I mean, king is in the tower. And the Janissaries hop out. Wow, good attention to detail there. And, I mean, green hasn't really been able to offer quite enough support to stop orange from getting completely wiped. I wonder if green can do this alone. Stockpiles say that it's possible with those resources, but obviously the skill elements as well matter. And there's the king from orange. Now, orange's king will explode, but it is not anywhere near red or near purple's base. And right now, it looks like that tower will go down. The king could maybe survive. There's still a castle here. And it would depend on the pathing and how the units work. It does look like red is almost waiting, though. From the very start, purple and red had bonded because of the previous game and their experiences there. And, well, okay, I didn't play that mission, but that's not the... That king is ready to die. That king has given up hope and is happy to say goodbye. So, king goes down. Probably couldn't have escaped anyways. Red gets the kill. And now it is a 2v1. And owned by Bazooka, immediately upon Orange's death, is ready to chat. And is like, why did you do that to me, probably? Owned by Bazooka's just like, Orange! Orange! Why you do this? I love how Teal's waiting. Oh, and Teal is still... Can the messages be read by Teal? Orange is still talking to himself. That's funny. All right. Okay, watch this. Green goes only to you, Red. which is smart. And red says, lol, don't even. Never going to happen. Never. Green says, the offer is, I give you win if you turn on purple XD. His chunky boy's gonna be hard to kill. But red is like, no. This is my boy. This is my friend. We have history from the previous game, which was kind of bugged, to this game. It has been red and purple. And they have only really had each other's interest. There have been times where they've let other people into the situation and made it a throuple. Like yellow. But did they have yellow's back when yellow was being attacked? Nah. Did they have teal's back? Not really. It's just been them. Ooh, okay. Here we go. Orange fixed the chat settings. All around me are familiar faces, worn out places, worn out faces. Good games. I wanted the viewers to have some fun. Teal says we could have had it all, and Orange says jury's out on that. GG's. Okay. Well, I gotta check stockpiles. Stockpile for Tamara is looking pretty rough. 7 on gold, 1,100 gold in the bank. Stockpile for purple looks great. 5k gold, 36 gold workers. I assume that's trade, which is actually running to this corner. And is trading with green's markets! Green, these are your markets! Well, that's wild. Green has 0 gold income. I think because all of the trade that green had died to yellow's castles. Yeah, like these castles have lots of kills. I think it's that. Could have been other castles. So basically, purple's the king. And Tamara needs to make a decision. Tamara doesn't seem interested. And Tamara says, nice one. Green's scared of your elephants. Ask me to team, but never. And then green says, think about it. And red says, okay, sure. Those are 2 different responses. Purple is going to win this game, clearly. Says, I will stay true to you, red, for my life. I wonder if Tamara's okay, sure is legitimate. I don't know. I would be shocked if Tamara turned. Tamara just reeks of, like, playing with purple to the end, regardless. I love how, oh my god, red also put a farmer inside of purple's walls, guys. So there was a purple farmer, I don't know, yeah. Purple farmer in red's base. And then there's a red farmer in purple's base. Wow, I mean, if that doesn't signify with you till you die, till we die, I don't know what will. That's awesome. I mean, green has really strong units. But I think the ballistas are also quite strong, and if the ballistas can slowly whittle these down, it's going to take some time, but green does not have the gold income. Green needs to find a way to get gold. Using this gold by selling trading maybe with this market could be an option. Red is coming in support right now. I missed the Island Diplo game. What happened? Was wood an issue? Oh, you mean the one where I was late to the concert? Or the previous one? You're probably talking about the previous one. So the previous one was the same players. What happened was, instead of them starting all enemies, they started as a 4v4. And they changed each other's to all allies, right? It allowed them to. But for whatever reason, right when one player died, the other 7 players were they all won the game. So it kind of ruined it. Oh god, big fight here. Lots of dead horsies incoming. But good grouping and good teamwork from the Tamara Robinson Kajettle Ball team. Speedy onagers. They'll hit the ballistas. But those ballistas are still killing Mangudai here. And the onagers are going to be whittled down in time as well. And it's just good teamwork from these two. Green tried to make a deal. And that just wasn't cutting it. And this, I think with the castles and the siege workshops going down, Green's going to have to think, do I want to kill somebody with my king? You could use the Mangudai as an escort to take your king somewhere. Yeah, okay, treason was just researched. Here we go. Good recognition from Green. What Green is about to do is not how anyone envisions their community game goes. No one has dreams of getting into a community game for this moment. Oh, God. Stay away from that Hussar. Oh, geez. Okay. Yeah, no one thinks about this. But there's a time where you've just kind of got to do that. Purple says, thank you for the farmer, Green. True friend. Not sure exactly what that's about. But Green is on the move to kill somebody. It looks like it could be Tamara. I think they might have been farming in each other's bases as well. Because they talked about that before. So here we go. King's on the move. We're looking at it from Green's perspective here. That is a long journey, but when treason was researched, and everyone, like both of the other players would have heard the ping, so if you ever hear it, I recommend you relocate your king. Oh, you could see all this with the outposts! Tamara sees it! Tamara, no, I mean, look at that, right? They push through. There's so much vision here. And yeah, it was never going to get close. Walls from Tamara as well. Great prep from Tamara here. And TB calls the GG's. And that's going to be the end for Green. Ah! Is Tamara trying to box it in? Is Tamara trying to take this king hostage right now? Oh, Green deletes it. Green deletes it. Okay. So Green deletes it. It won't kill the king. I've seen that before. You go box formation, go around the king, and then go stand ground. And then the king can't leave. Purple said, Red, if you want the victory, I'll give it to you. But I think Red would probably give it to Purple. They both played well. They both played for each other. They both had to work together to contribute against Gray. They worked together against all the other players. I know people want to see those topsy-turvy endings, but this is a loyalty finish for sure. Purple says, how do you desire to end this? Red says, love it. And Purple says, Treb in a cage, all-out war. Red says, no idea. So this is like... Red says, I'm not going to kill you. So they're going to find a way. Now, I would say that for them, they're like, how do we end this in a way that T90's satisfied? And some people try the Treb off. Some people try the Onager off. Some people go bombard cannons. Tamara says, I know what to do. I'll sit right underneath your TC. I want you to kill me. Red says, turn on me. Purple says, really? You are the treatist. And, I mean, they're researching treason. Red says, good night. Oh my god. Ah, I wasn't expecting to want to cry. Ah, you're the treatist, Red. And Purple says, where is King? Purple, you're ruining the moment. We can't edit this out. We don't have a high production crew here. You're ruining it. Stop research. Hey, emotional ending. Oh, such an emotional ending. What a story, you know, what a story. What a finish. And just that's how much Tamara loved. I kept wanting to say kettlebell the entire game, but that is not what Purple's name was. A good game. It's a better love story than Twilight, absolutely. And you know, an interesting one because of all the like the ongoings that happened before this game. So I don't know if this hits YouTube yet, but I felt like it was a really good game, and we're going to try, and obviously if you're watching this on YouTube, you would have already seen it, to show a little bit of the history of why Red and why Purple didn't like Gray. There were a lot of choice words there, but, you know, maybe, as Gray said it's better to be a tiger than a rat. Or maybe, as Purple said, after 15 minutes of really thinking on it, it's better to be a living rat than a dead tiger. I don't know, but it was a good game. Sorry about the bugs in the initial game to the players. Thanks for still playing a pretty good game here for us. KD ended up being pretty solid. I mean, you would expect with the high value units of Purple and Green that they could get the job done there. The big thing was just trade route. Purple still had that. And then also well-timed attacks. I also think Yellow being strong enough where Green struggled and was paranoid really helped. There was never really an opportunity where green wasn't paranoid about yellow until the fight was already coming his way. So, good game. Well played, everybody. I really like the Diplo in this one. Like, Hira and Tamra and Desvolt and like, I mean, everybody did a really good job with Diplo, but those three, man, really had some key things to say throughout the game, which was always fun. Adds a little bit of extra spice. So, good stuff.